and welcome to my BookTube-A-Thon Day 3 update. I am so excited that I made it this far and that you all have too. How are your goals going? Keeping up with it? Keeping up with your own personal goals? I'm actually shocked myself, and I have actually read over 300 pages a day, and I have knocked out two challenges with my reread on Monday of House by Frank Peretti and Ted Dekker, and my Been on My Shelf Forever with Before I Die by Jenny Downham. Today I start on my 500 plus pages plus my finish a series or trilogy with finishing The Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare. Yesterday I also started my audiobook, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, and I got halfway through that, so I'm finishing that today. Really glad that I'll have that over with since I don't like audiobooks. And the plan tomorrow is to start my classic with The Great Gatsby. After that, all the challenges will be knocked out, and I can just get on with reading whatever to keep up with the quota of 300 average pages per day. So, now that I've told you guys my plan, I thought I would give you just a brief little review of Before I Die. It was actually a super fast read. I got through it, I don't really know how long it took me, probably about 5 hours when you like pieced all of it together. It was fast to get through. I probably could have gotten through it faster if I hadn't had distractions. I was going to end the day at like 2:55, and I decided I'm going to sit down and I'm going to get to a little further into the book. And before bed, around 1, I went to bed around 1 a.m. because I couldn't put the book down. Not necessarily because I was really amazed by it. It almost does have that you can't put it down feel to it, even though you're not like enthralled in the story. So I finished it because I really wanted to have that done since I knew I was going to be starting a 570-page book today, and I'm wanting to add one more book with The City of Bones onto my schedule, so I really just wanted to be done with it. So I finished. Honestly, as far as stars go, if I were out of 5 stars, I'd probably give it 2. I really hesitate to give any book that low of a rating because usually any book that I would deem worthy of that low of a rating, I probably wouldn't have gotten through in the first place. There's something strange about the fact that this is such a fast read that I can get through it so quickly, yet at the same time wasn't necessarily enjoying it. So I'll give you a slight little synopsis. It is about a 16-year-old girl named Tessa who is dying of leukemia. She's known for 4 years that she had it, and it's just gotten worse. And it's about a list that she's put together of 10 things that she wants to do before she dies. Sounds like a really great premise for a story, right? That's what I thought. I thought, oh my gosh, this is going to be heart-wrenching. I'm going to sob my eyes out reading this story. Well, guess what? I cried 2 times. So, honestly, I didn't shed a single tear for the main character. I was doing Camp NaNoWriMo originally for this month, and I decided, since I'm not good at plotting my stuff out and I usually just write, you know, whatever, I was going to read a book on outlining. So I did. And one thing that the author points out that I think is really super important is that your character needs to have one of 2 things, or both things. She doesn't, or he doesn't, necessarily need to be likable. The way that the reader associates with the main character, or the characters in general, is a relatability. She is just not relatable. She is not likable. The list that she puts together of things she wants to do is fairly shallow. It just isn't something that pulls at your heartstrings, and you finished it thinking, why did I just waste a whole day reading this book? But when it comes down to it, it was a 327-page book, so between this and the approximate 55 pages that I did on my audiobook, it put me well over my needed 300 pages for the day. Actually close to 400. So for that, I will thank Tessa, the character in this book, for hurling me through to the end. Oddly enough, Tessa is the character in the book I'm reading today, The Clockwork Princess. I picked it up and I was like, oh yeah, she's Tessa too. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make on this review is it's very mixed. I am not going to tell you not to go and read this because on Goodreads, if you look at the reviews, you see a huge mix. Some people absolutely hate Tessa, did not like the book, And some people were thinking it was amazing and they cried their eyes out. So maybe it's just me, I don't know. That's just my personal review, so 2 out of 5 stars for that. But back on to the exciting stuff. BookTube-A-Thon! Okay, so, like I said, today, Clockwork Princess, the book I've been most excited for, and also crossing my fingers that the library calls and says The Great Gatsby is in, because I ordered it on Sunday, and they were closed yesterday, but it still should be in by now, I would think. So, let's cross our fingers that they'll call with that. I'm just really super excited. I'm possibly going to change things around. I don't know. I'm going to take another look at my bookshelf and figure out what I want to do as far as what I read after I have finished all the challenges that I've laid out. I'm not going to change those books, but I might change some other stuff. So, as of right now, I have completed 2.5 books, and I've read probably around 700 pages. So, that's in 2 days. I can't believe I've done it, and of course that comes nowhere near those of you that have read like near 1,000 pages. By now you've probably read over 1,000 pages, and like I've seen 5, 6 books on Twitter. I can't believe it. It's insane. You guys are amazing. I bow down to you. I really look forward to seeing more updates. I love seeing what all of you guys are reading because it's really inspiring me to possibly change what I read next. So, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this update, and I will see you later.